and welcome back to the channel. I think we have a load. I'm pretty sure that is a load. Powerstroke can handle it. Big Tex can handle it. Alright, we are loaded. I didn't take this one off. I left it on. I think everything's gonna be just fine. I threw a strap over there, over to the other side, but I think we're fine. The brakes feel pretty solid. I think we should be good. The only thing that I'm going to check is to make sure that the thing will lift. Oh yeah, we're golden. We're golden. We're golden. We're golden. All right, let's hit the road. All right, so yeah, we're feeling good. We're feeling good. Everything feels solid. Now the test will be when we get up the highway speeds to make sure that the extra weight being in the rear versus being in the front or in the middle doesn't cause the thing to sway. But I've never had an issue with this trailer whatsoever. I've never had sway issues with this trailer, even when it had a ton of weight on the back when they loaded some bricks one time and they could only put them on the back. It still handled pretty good, so I really don't see this being an issue, but we're gonna find out here soon. We are definitely lighter than what my machine is. But, you know, with that machine, this load is spread out a bit more. With that machine, it's like right on top of your axles, basically all in one spot. But we're feeling pretty good. The brakes feel nice. But let's get on the highway and see how it feels. Let's get going here. Oh yeah, like I'm barely on the throttle here. She's just shifting through the gears. Barely on the throttle. Nice. Now let's get her up to speed here. Yeah, she feels pretty solid back there. We're not gonna have any issues with this load going up there whatsoever. I'm gonna leave it in 10th gear and I'm gonna see what happens on the first hill. I know it's not gonna pull it in 10th and it's probably gonna drop straight down to 8th, I would say, but we'll see what happens. And then from then on I'll put it in 9th and I'll see if it's able to pull most of the hills in 9th or if it has to drop down still to 8th or something. Okay, we're hitting the bottom of a hill here right now. We're still in 10th gear. The engine brake was actually able to hold it back coming down that hill. Yeah, we're gonna drop pretty quick because we're slowing down right now. Straight to 8th, yeah, that's what I figured. I figured it would still drop to 8th, so on the next pull, I'm gonna cancel out 10th gear as I do when I'm towing heavy. I'm gonna cancel out 10th gear and pop it down in 9th, and we'll see if it can pull the hill in 9th. I don't think it will, because I think our next hill is a pretty good one. But I'll probably do what I typically do when I'm hauling my machine, is any big hills that I know are coming, I'll just put it in 8th, and that way it just easily does it, no struggles whatsoever at like 1700 RPM. It just pulls, man, it just pulls. But we'll catch the next one and we'll see what takes place. It is pretty crazy though. 10th gear, under 1500 RPM with 37-inch tires, and it just pulls down the road. I have come up some minor grades, and a 10th gear is doing it just perfectly fine. Like it's pretty wild, man, these trucks now, how they come from factory stock with this much power and this much torque, and still, you know, able to get pretty damn good fuel mileage. You start playing around with these trucks, and man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I do have some parts for this truck, and I've been trying to find time to get them on, and I haven't. I got some parts from SPE. If you don't know who SPE is, man, they are at the top of the list of companies for Powerstrokes. They make some crazy mods performance mods for Powerstrokes, everything. Check out their website. Dan is an absolute genius. If you want to see some of their parts right now, check out Modern Diesel Corey. He has a 2017, I believe, 6.7 Platinum, and he's put some mods onto that thing. He was making 600 wheel horsepower a while ago with a pretty simple setup, and now he's got some stuff on the go from SPE. And I don't have everything that he has, but I have well, most of what he has, or at least half. I have half of what he has. And after watching his video last night, I definitely want to get the other half of what he has. It certainly cleans up the engine bay, and it just looks great. Looks great. Now on the 2020s, some of those plastic parts are now aluminum, so it doesn't look as cheap under there. But man, after watching his video last night, I gotta get my button gear and get those parts on, and then get what he has as well. All right, we're coming up to it now, and I know it's not gonna pull this in 9th gear. This is a very steep hill. It's a long hill. It's not gonna pull it in 9th gear. It's gonna drop to 7th. It's gonna skip 8th because it's gonna bog itself down because it wants to try to achieve max fuel mileage, and then it's gonna drop straight to 7th and take off like a rocket. Yep. And then it hits 7th, and oh man, she speeds up in a hurry. Man, you can't even feel those shifts anymore. If you guys remember the first video that I posted hauling heavy with this truck, I was at like 18,000 pounds. The shift from 10th to 8th was really rough. Well, I'm not gonna say really rough, but it was rough. It's not what I'm used to in the Powerstroke transmissions. But man, I tell you, she has smoothed out. You can't even feel the shifts up to 9th. Like, man, that's like butter. It's like butter. So yeah, on big hills like that, you know, drop it down to 8th. If you got 37s, if you don't got 37s, if your stock height and your stock wheels, chances are 9th gear might do it for you. But 37s, this is a 355 gear ratio, and you're gonna need 8th. If you're hauling, you know, I'd say anything over 12,000 pounds on this size tire setup, you're gonna need 8th gear to make those big grades. We're just about to drive by where I grew up. Right here. There's where I grew up. Running down through the woods, floating down the river, fishing, all that stuff. Up here is the river that passes through my backyard. Gold River. It's my little community here. Absolutely love it out here. I was hoping to move back out here, but it just didn't work out. There's a lake down there where I learned how to swim, did all my swimming lessons and stuff. And up here on the right would be our like biggest attraction and our only attraction in our little community. It's called the Ross Farm Museum, and they just basically you know, they dress up and they do everything like they used to way back when. It's a pretty cool spot to go. I definitely went there a lot because our school is right up here on the left. So, you know, it seems like every month we would go over to the farm, the museum, and walk around, see the animals and see how they did things, you know, making butter and milk and just everything, you know, animal wise, farming wise, everything is like back way back when, candle lit, all that sort of stuff. And there is the school, and down in there is the soccer field where I started kicking the ball around. And then up here is our little community center. Not a community center, but like the center of our community, the downtown, sort of uptown, because both ways into it goes up a hill. We call it the Cross because, well, there's a four-way sort of thing going on here, and there's two churches right here. So it's called the Cross. You know, where are you going? I'm going up to the Cross. That's just what we did. In our we have two restaurants here right now, but this is the busiest one for sure. A lot of guys hit that snowmobile and stuff, but up there would be our gas station, and we got a little liquor store and a convenience store, grocery store. And then right in here, we're gonna be going to the wood mill. So if you guys watched a video last year I posted, Powerstroke powered logging truck or whatever with my 550, this is where I went. Right in here. So we'll see where they want us to dump this off at, and we'll get on out of here. Okay, here we are, getting her loaded up, putting her up there. They're gonna get them sawed up right away so we know what I got for board feet. But I did forget that I had planks on the back of the truck, so I have to stick around until he gets a few loaded so I can get my planks back. It's pretty cool seeing these old wood mills and how they operate. I'm glad there's still these old ones around, instead of just going to, you know, an actual hardware store and getting your lumber. It's cool to support local. So I sell here and I buy here. The big one on now. Yeah, she stayed on there. It would be nice for sure if they had a machine with a grapple on it, but the old loader gets the trick done. It's an old case. Anyway, I'm gonna grab my planks. We're gonna head on out of here. So they do have quite a bit of lumber or logs kicking around here right now. Some big beams over here. And then of course we got a whack of boards all sawed up over here, but it's pretty cool to see this old stuff. All right, we are starting to get it stripped down. Man, is it hot. It's like 40 degrees Celsius here today, but starting to get it stripped down. Some of the beams look pretty good. Some of them will need to be replaced, or you know, ones next to them, but the majority of the beams so far are looking nice and solid, no rot. So that's a good sign. The sill beam, the sill plate, that looks really good. No issues with that whatsoever. But we got a long ways to go. Long ways to go. But we're getting started. Whew. Man, oh man, oh man. The lake is calling my name. The lake. Right down there through those trees is calling my name. I'm definitely going to be going in there once I'm done this day. Okay, holy crap, it's hot. It's like 40 degrees Celsius. It is unbelievably hot. Oh, I've reached my breaking point. So guys, and one thing, when I say guys or hey guys or whatever, I don't mean hey, just guys. I mean everybody. That's what everybody says. My wife gives me a little bit of a hard time. She says, you know, you can't say that. And it's for everybody. You know, like when I was growing up playing sports and stuff, all the girls teams, or ladies teams, or women's teams used to call themselves guys, like, hey guys, come on, let's go. Anyway, so I mean everybody. So we are 2/3, 3/4 of the way done. I need to get another lift of staging to get up to the top there. I'm out of breath, I'm cramping up, I'm getting a headache. It's just, I'm reaching, like I said, my breaking point, but we've got a lot of beams exposed and most of them look really good. Most of them look really good. Now we're going to, basically wherever you see a stud or a beam, there's going to be another one going next to it at least, or that one will be coming out using jack studs. We'll put jack studs in, pull those ones out, put new ones in. Anyway, we've got a pretty good sized load on there. I'm going to take a little bit more stuff from the inside and throw one back, drop that off at the landfill on the way by, go home, load up another load of logs tonight, take them to the mill tomorrow, and come back here and continue on. But right now I'm going to get this all tarped off. I'm going to go up and lock the house and everything, and then I'm going for a swim. And Tony stayed with me this time. Typically I keep Wendell because Tony's just better behaved at home, so Wendell usually comes with me, but he doesn't swim. Tony will swim. So me and her are gonna go for a swim because I am absolutely filthy and covered in sweat. So let's do that so I can go down the lake and lay there and regain my composure here. So I could walk down through the field and then have to walk up through all this tall grass with the sun beating on me, or I could just drive down there in the air condition and park the truck close to the shade where the tree line is and come on back out the same way. Tony can run if she wants to. Holy, holy, holy. 37 degrees. That is without the Humidex. So 37 degrees Celsius, and with the humidity it's like 42, 43. Oh my goodness, unbelievable. But anyway, we'll park her nice and close down here to the woods line. There is one rock right there. My wife found that in the Forerunner last weekend, but we got the off-road now, so we got skid plates. So I'm gonna leave this running. Let's go for a swim. All right, so now we're in like the center of the property where it goes out to the point, and there's one strip of softwood on the property that goes right down through the middle. There's a whole whack of big pines in through here. You can see right there where the truck is. So eventually we want to build a house sort of on the edge of that field into this area and leave some of the hardwood so that we have some shade. Because right now where the house is, we don't really have a whole lot of shade. And you can see the lake through here, but it's really, really thick. So I haven't walked right out with the camera for you guys out to the point yet, but it's quite a ways out there. I do have some drone footage. So there's actually like 4,000 feet of water frontage here, because it starts way up there and comes all the way out around and then wraps back around. You can't even see the lake on that side. But there's lots of pine in here, lots of beech. So I will be coming through here and cutting most of this pine out, and I'll definitely get some good logs out of that stuff. That might happen sooner than later. Okay, so it seems like I never come back to the same spot twice. I never end up picking the same spot twice in a row. But I don't know if you guys can see, but this water is like absolutely crystal clear. So the property goes out past that point a little ways, and then all the way up to the house, and then it goes all the way out around that point, and that is that's the water frontage. But man, this is gonna feel good. Spring-fed, crystal clear lake. Oh, honestly, I'm very fortunate. All right, let's see what we had. Baby load. We only had 680 kgs. So what was that, like 1,400 pounds? Just a baby load, but it still cost over 70 bucks to dump that stuff. But anyway, guys, that is it for the video for today. It is smoking hot. One thing I am looking forward to going home today is the air condition inside the house with the heat pump. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. I am going to be hauling another load of logs tomorrow, and then hoping to come back over and finish that side and start on the barn door side. But we will see what takes place. But for now, that is it from me and Tony, now that I got dog hair in my face. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and we will see you then. Bye.